Hi everyone, I'm FM Greeno and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. So we're still in Italy and we're going to take a bit of an interesting drive today. I've got something pretty cool lined up. We've had the truck fixed up after my barrier related incident in the last episode. That wasn't too bad to get fixed, so I think by the end of today's episode we're definitely going to be in a position to think about getting our next truck and our next driver. The first one's in our new base up in Milan. Anyway, let's go and take a look the job I got lined up for us today. So, this is what we're going to be doing. So, a bit of an interesting job. Just as much time on a ferry as driving by the looks of it. So we start off in Pescara, which is where I am now. I drove down to there from Ancona. We head down to Naples, where we're going to get a boat all the way across here to Cagliari on Sardinia. We'll travel north up into the port of Sassari. Then we'll cross over to Corsica and head up into Bastia, right in the north of the island. So I think we're going to see some pretty interesting scenery, certainly on these two Mediterranean islands here. And you never know, we might even get a glimpse of Mount Vesuvius as we head down towards Naples. So I think that's going to be an interesting job. Let me go and get it hooked up and we'll get underway. Okay folks, so we're all hooked up with our load. We are underway. It was literally only a minute away from where I dropped off the previous load. The companies were just around the corner from each other. You can see it's about 5 AM here on a Saturday morning. So the sun is just coming up. Quite a nice looking place, Pescara, from what I could see. Another one of these port cities. Anything sort of on that Adriatic coast, I guess, is going to be quite nice, isn't it? So, yeah, interesting little place. So we got quite a long journey ahead of us. Like I said before, I don't think that much of it is going to be on the road. I reckon maybe 10 hours out of the 28 hours it's going to take are going to be on the road. The rest is going to be on boats. So I'm pretty sure we're not going to have to stop to sleep before we get to Napoli and catch the ferry, unless something very strange happens along the way. We all know that is entirely feasible. But yeah, all things being equal, we should get to Napoli without needing to rest, which means we'll catch up on all the sleep we need on that long ferry journey across to Sardinia. And then it should be the case that we can make our way all the way up through Sardinia, catch that other ferry over to Corsica, which again will gain us a little bit of rest time. So I think we can probably do this without actually having to take a sleep anywhere along the way. So that's the plan. So it looks like a beautiful morning here in Italy. Kind of weather you'd expect from such a beautiful holiday destination as this. So yeah, we'll truck on a little bit and catch up when we get a little bit closer on the road to Napoli. So we're a couple of hours into the drive now. It's been pretty interesting. Obviously we've not been on any autostrada, any of the Italian motorways. We've been kind of winding our way around some pretty interesting countryside. And for the first time since we were in probably Scandinavia, I think, we've actually had to sort of go through little towns that aren't sort of towns in the game, not towns with any delivery points or whatever, just little towns en route that are on these little roads. So that's been pretty cool. Like I say, a lot of the sort of main kind of driving in Europe is all on the motorway. We're about to join the Italian motorway here, actually. But yeah, it's made quite a nice change to head through some of these little towns, wind up through some hills again. Now, remember, first barrier is up, second barrier is down. Do not crash into it. Yeah, the toll from that last time came in just shy of 9,000 euros worth of damage, so that is a hard lesson learned. It looks like we're going to hit the main road now as we head down towards Naples, so we'll truck on there, all the while looking out to see if we can see any volcanoes en route. Hopefully they won't be active right now. We don't want to get our lorry to get caught in a Pompeii type situation. But yeah, this is quite a nice little drive, this. Enjoying it. So we've just hit Naples. Not seen anything of the city yet. But we'll have a little look around as we're heading down towards the ferry port. So, again, it's been a pretty smooth ride so far. It wasn't a very long stint on the motorway then. It was a little fly in the room. Oh! That's annoying. A fly distracts me and I drive into a fence. Oh my goodness me. 8% damage again. That's about the same as I did with the with the barrier. Oh. That is really frustrating. Anyway, I was just saying how smooth things were going. A blooming fly gets in my line of sight. Not smooth anymore. Anyway, we can't be that far from the ferry. We'll check in when we get there. Okay, so we're coming into the port area of the city now. Pretty nice looking place. Yeah, I could hang out in Napoli a little bit, I think. Lots of hills, lots of interesting places by the looks of it.
Turn left.
So, what are we going to do here? Turn left, okay. We're right at the ferry port. Looks like we've just discovered another recruitment agency, so
Get ready to turn right.
more drivers available for us. So we're going to turn right at the end here. Fortunately, so far, it doesn't look like the damage that I caused to the truck catching that fly have been quite as serious as the ones I sustained when I crashed into that barrier.
Get ready to turn left.
Engine's not stalled anywhere or anything like that, so far okay. It looks like it might just be sort of superficial damage to the cab. Now, how do I turn left here? Do I go all the way round over that side, the other side of that pavement? I guess so. Got to keep on the right, haven't we? So the ferry just ahead of us there, by the looks of it. We're going to just drive straight onto it. I think we might. And then we'll be out of mainland Italy and heading over to Sardinia, which is pretty cool. It's a long boat journey, this, so we can expect to completely replenish our sleep. Not a very busy route by the looks of it.
I'll find a new route.
We're finding a route, sat nav. You don't have to worry about it. We're going on the ferry. Right, off we go. So we hit that, and we are going to Cagliari. We don't want to get a Palermo. That's on the wrong island. Right, off we go. 14-hour journey. Quite a long one, so it's going to be dark when we get there, I guess. It is. It's just after midnight, so but we're fully rested. And we'll get underway. Start heading towards the north of the island. Well, we are almost at the ferry port again, at the northern part of Sardinia. I've not come back to you at all, because there's been nothing really interesting happened. And it's been dark the whole way, so we couldn't see anything. So I've not been able to tell you anything about the landscape, the scenery, anything like that, because I just couldn't see it. So we're going to hop on this boat now, and that's going to take us across to Corsica. Although we're kind of island hopping by doing so, we will actually be leaving Italian territory and heading into French territory.
Turn left.
So slightly different rules on the road, etc. Let's turn left around here. Oh, gonna clip the pavement probably by the looks of it. Yeah. There we are. Not to worry. There's no pedestrians. We're fine. So yeah, so I think obviously there's going to be I think it's probably going to be a fairly short ferry journey, maybe 2 or 3 hours. It will give us back a little bit of time on our sleep monitor. And the good thing is it will be daylight by the time we arrive, so...
Turn right.
Oh, good lord, turn right into here? It's easier said than done. Okay. Oh, we'll do that. If that's what it instructs us to do. Let's try not to take anything out on our way in. just about made it. Yeah, so it'll be daylight by the time we get to Corsica. So we'll see a bit more of the place. And hopefully a little bit more to chat about on the way. We'll see. And here we are in Ajaccio, which looks like a pretty cool place. Lots of yachts around. Maybe there's a bit of money about. Liking the look of this. Shame that we haven't got time to stop and hang out at the marina and whatever. Although I don't suppose an awful lot happens there at 8 o'clock on a Sunday morning. But yeah, this looks pretty good. So we've only got a couple of hours of driving to go. Obviously not a very big distance across this island. But it's a beautiful morning for a drive. A lot of people out at this time of the morning, seemingly. Which is a bit surprising. Maybe they're all off to church or something. Oh, don't beep your horn at the police car. They won't like that. Yeah, but it looks nice, this, doesn't it? A few palm trees kicking around. Obviously a nice climate here. I'm liking the look of this place. We might even try and sneak over here if we can. Pick up these couple of question marks there are on the map. You wait there, mate. Don't go and crash into me, whatever you do. Because there's probably a truck dealer and a recruitment agency here. Always handy to pick them up, particularly on cities that maybe you're not going to visit terribly often throughout the game. So let's go and see what we've got here. Oh, here we go. Get round this bus. Sure we're close enough to pick it up. What have we got there? There's a recruitment agency, so that's nice.
Keep left.
Always good to have a few more options. Yeah, it looks like we're not going to get to pick the other one up, but
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
not to worry. That's a truck dealer, I suppose, but it's well out of our way on this little journey now, so
Exit now.
yes, we'll miss out, but not to worry. Anyway, let's crack on with this journey. I might stop and pick up some fuel. I might actually go and get the truck repaired. I can see a repair centre just up here on the right-hand side. So that's probably not a bad idea. Get a bit of fuel here, go and get the truck repaired, and then head north. So we're about halfway across Corsica now. Got the truck repaired. That was almost 5,000 euros of damage. That bloody fly. But we're coming into some fairly interesting kind of roads here. You can see a lot of hairpin bends around. So there's a little bit of rough terrain that we're having to weave our way through on the island, which is pretty interesting. It's a little more heavily forested than I expected it to be as a Mediterranean island. You don't really sort of associate the Mediterranean with that kind of greenery, perhaps, but it does look nice. And here's another one of these little towns and villages that we're having to wind our way through. I say they're ones that don't actually appear on the map in the game as such, but they're obviously on the route, so they factored them into the game, which is quite a nice little touch. I guess it's pretty cool if it's one of your hometowns. I don't think my hometown's in the game. We'll find out when we go back to the UK again, I guess.
Take the first exit.
So yeah, like I say, we've got just under an hour now to go.
Exit
So
now.
we're going to keep trucking on. And we will check in when we get a little bit closer. So we are just coming into Bastia now. The road sign had it there. We've discovered the place. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure we're actually going into the city centre as such by the looks of it on this map, but we've not got very far to go, that's for sure. One thing I have noticed over here, since we hit French territory, they are fond of a billboard. They're absolutely everywhere.
To turn left.
Look. All sides of the road, billboards everywhere.
Turn
So,
left.
something I've not particularly noticed actually in France itself, but next time I'm there, maybe that's something I will be looking out for.
Get ready to turn left.
So where are we delivering to? Just that little green
Turn
dot up
left.
there, eh? I wonder what kind of parking jobs they're going to offer us today. Am I going to be brave and try and take on another 90 XP one. I've not been very successful with them on camera. Like I say, I've managed a couple off camera. It's only a 40 XP one, so maybe it's not that bad. Shall we go and give it a go? I think we should. Look, you can see it's just up there, so it's going to be a case of whether I can turn it around. Oh, there's that truck in the way a little bit there. I need to be able to straighten it up and then just be able to back it straight in. That's the key to it, I reckon. So let's see if that's possible, if there's enough space here just to pull this round straight. So I might need to go a little bit further than that and then kind of pull back on myself a bit. Now, how's that looking? Where's the space? So it's not that far away, is it? So how do I go about this? I think I have to... Oh, that's the wrong way. Let's try again. Straighten up. Okay, so I want to go that way a little. Then straighten. Am I going to miss whatever it is that's next to me? Guessing not, because I think I might have just dinged it. Let's try that again. Try and get the end of that round a little more. See if we can straighten up. Also, I can't see anything behind me whatsoever. Can't see whether I'm going in the right direction or the wrong direction. I'm guessing the wrong direction. Here we go. We might be onto something here. If I can straighten that out now a little. Come hard around. No, I've missed it, I think. Yeah, it looks like I've missed that. Let's straighten up and go forwards again. Just swing it right around and then try and straighten the cab up in that sort of direction. Where am I going now? Come on, come on, don't mess this up now, Greeno. Don't mess this up now, you're almost there. Not quite close enough for its liking. Here we go. This time it's got to give it to us. There we go. Oh. Phew. We've done one on camera. It wasn't pretty, but we've done it. So it says, good work. There we are. A little bit of damage. Cost us nearly a couple of €1,000. So add that onto the repairs we had to make. We've lost almost €7,000 due to that fly-related incident. But these things happen to me playing this game. Anyhow, hopefully you enjoyed today's episode. It went pretty smoothly, apart from that one little crash. Good to see a couple of places that we might not get to very often on the game. Shame we didn't get to see much more of Sardinia, so I will make an effort to go back that way if possible. But yeah, Corsica looked pretty cool. If you have enjoyed today's episode, please drop a like on there for me. And of course, if you've got any comments about today's episode, bug control, anything like that, please drop it into the comments below. And of course, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, click on that button and come and hop on the Greenobus. There's plenty of room for you all. Just remains me to thank you for watching, and I will see you soon for some more Euro Truck Simulator 2. Bye for now.